Hey, it's Mike from Maker Moose. Thanks so much for watching. This is my part 2 of my Make All the Cards series, where I'm going to make a lot of cards in a very short amount of time. So before I get to making focal points for most things, I have some foiled card here. For this, I'm going to be using this Spellbinders cutting die, poinsettia balloon. It's a Yana design. I think this came out this year. I didn't buy too much new Christmas stuff this year because I have so much already. I am using my big shot for this. I do have a Spellbinders Platinum 6, but the nice thing about this is I'm going to, and I guess I could have cut these a little smaller. I already had some A2 panels cut, but I am going to try and maximize the space that I have there so that maybe I can do some small ornaments or something out of there. At the same time, I'm going to grab some of my shimmer paper here. I'm not even going to trim any off. So I have some Sizzix thinlits here, Tim Holtz. This one is called Paper Snowflakes Mini. They are definitely mini. I only open these up on my paper because I will lose them. And I'm just going to place some randomly here. And then I have a Lawn Fawn giant outlined Oh What Fun here that I'm just going to put right about here. Now don't worry about all this blank space because I will go back in with more snowflakes in that area. So this is the thing I really like about this big shot is I can do a full 8.5 by 11 and have a little room left over. I'll be right back. This is going to be amazing. I absolutely love that. I'm going to obviously try and mix and match some colors here. I'll take some gold petals and put that in maybe a red background. Maybe some silver in the gold, silver leaves in the gold as well. So yeah, I'm just going to get a little tray for those. And then I'm going to do some mass die cutting off screen because it's going to be the exact same dies in different color papers, in the different colored cardstocks. Hey, so I've switched to my Platinum 6 for my die cutting because my Sizzix Big Shot is on the other side of the room because my desk isn't big enough to hold it. So I decided I'm going to see if I can save some time in some of my die cutting. So one thing I've done that I should have done from the very first one is these poinsettias, the Spellbinders ones, I've actually backed with a double-sided adhesive. I buy that on a roll. There's a lot out there. This is Couture Creations. You can also get sheets. This is a really big roll because I use it a lot. Tonic makes some. There's lots. But so when I paper piece these out, they've already got an adhesive on them, so I don't have to worry about like that little tiny center there, or something trying to get some adhesive on there. The first few I did not do that, and you can imagine all those little pieces is going to be a little complicated. Nice thing about this too is it seems to keep it together a lot better. So hey, so I've cut out those first 3 dies that I started with. I did, I think, about 10 or 12 of these different colors. Again, I'm going to get, this is more than I'm going to need, I think. I'm probably only going to use 6 of these. But again, it's never a bad idea to have extras. Just like with this, these poinsettias that I made last year, I already glued them together. I've got quite a few. Some of them are even shaded a little bit. This one has some ink shading on it. I'm not sure if you can see that very well, but I put them here next to the snowflakes, and I thought, you know what? I have, and this was already in my stack to do next. This is the Winter Wishes die set from Lisa Jones, Sizzix. And now, mind you, the magnet card is my own. This does not come with the magnet card. But there are already snowflakes and poinsettias there to add to it. But I can use these Sizzix snowflakes that I just cut. There are some that are very, very similar sizes. These are different shapes than these ones, but where's that big one? So yeah, these are very similar sizes. Same with the poinsettias. These ones are a little bit smaller, but I can easily cut out some of these, even for the foliage, like I mentioned. I've got some foliage that I had cut out last year. So I can easily just take this wreath, maybe some of the stars, and then the Winter Wishes sentiment, and I can repurpose some of the ones that I don't use here or that I didn't use last year for that. So again, almost all of this, other than a few of these, are done in regular cardstock. I do really like using shimmer paper for holiday cards, so I've got lots of that. All right, after some die cutting, I'm ready to do some stamping. So one of the biggest time savers that I have is some all-in-one stamps and dies. So these ones are made by Pink Fresh. There are other companies that do this, though. I know Hero Arts does some other do some as well. I can't think of them all off the top of my head right now. But this is one stamp. This is a second stamp. And then there's only 2 dies. So this one cuts out this cuts out this. And so I can stamp this in 1 or 2 impressions, and then I can cut it out in 1. So I've got some red cardstock here, and I've got my archival ink. As you can see, that's mainly what I use on here, just because I do typically use this on darker cardstock. So all right, I've got those quick sentiments done over here. I might do another couple of these, maybe silver embossing powder, just to change things up. But now because I wanted these to be quick, I was going to avoid paper piecing as much as possible, but this is probably one of my all-time favorite Christmas dies. This is the Retro Santa from Tim Holtz and Sizzix. Yes, Retro Santa. It is only 6 dies, so not too bad. All right, so I've got 3 Retro Santas here. I'm first going to just add a little bit of color to the Santa here. I'm going to use some cookie dough. Alright, so there we are. 3 Retro Santas, each one with a different colored belt. The shading on them is very subtle, but you can see that in their face, around the cuffs, and it's hard to tell on camera on the red there. I'm also going to take a 0.5 millimeter jelly roll pen and just add a little twinkle in his eyes. All right, I'm back with my next focal points. This is one of the sets I was really looking forward to this year. This is Silly Santas from Simon Hurley, Ranger and Spellbinders collaboration. So we've got the stamp set from Ranger and then the coordinating dies from Spellbinders. So typically, stamping small characters to have to color isn't a very fast process, but this is different, and I'll show you why. So, look at how little coloring I'm going to have to do to these. A little bit of shading around the beard, a little bit to the face, the bag, the gift, the books, a little bit on the belt. So I've got 10 die cuts here. Well, I will have 10 die cuts here. All right. So there we have it. We have 10 Silly Santas. And I can't wait to turn these into cards. It's going to be so fun. I'm not sure if I'll have more focal points to add to this video. It is getting long enough as it is. So there may be a part 3, a couple more backgrounds, a couple more focal points. We'll see. But thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you haven't checked out part 1 where I make all these wintry backgrounds, check that out as well. So there's lots of good stuff in here. I'm really excited to make some of these cards. I really like a couple of these embossing folders. I love this neutral and this one here with the fa-la-la-las. I just feel like this little Santa here, making it look like he's singing, I think that'll be a great card. All right, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.